Hello online pipe community, Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cobb Tuesday. Got my Cobb Tuesday cob. Got my Cobb Tuesday hat. Today's cob is a Missouri Meerschaum Emerald Second. So it doesn't have the fancy acrylic stem, but it does have the nice bowl. I would prefer it naked, but it's plastered, it smokes well. The cap, well, here's how this train of thought works for me. This is Vermont meat candy, the blend of the week. Vermont reminds me of the Von Trapp family, which reminds me of The Sound of Music, which reminds me of the Alps, and this hat reminds me of the Alps. So, at any rate, I appreciate all of you who, through comments or personal messages, expressed your concern about my mental well-being when you found out that I was going to be smoking an aromatic for a week. Well, this is not just any aromatic. Vermont meat candy is Cavendish, dark Burley, and dark fried Kentucky, purportedly both of which have been smoked over hickory. Now the Cavendish base is given a maple topping, and the hickory smoked Burley in Kentucky is supposed to give it a bit of a bacon type hint so that you have a breakfast combination. Well, I definitely get the maple, and it's not a cloyingly sweet maple. It's not even a mildly over the top maple like Autumn Evening, which is a bit much for me. This is more subtle than that. I don't taste bacon. They haven't fooled my brain into that thinking quite. Now, some folks, when they smoke dark fried Kentuckys, get a barbecue anyway, and I do with some Kentuckys. So you might, if you pick up the barbecue in this, the hickory might throw you into bacon realm. I do get the dark Burleys and the Kentuckys and that hickory flavor. At least it tastes to me like having smoked hickory chips in smokers, like what they would taste like, and like what hickory smoked meat sometimes tastes like. It definitely has that smoky flavor to it. So this is not your run-of-the-mill, goopy, overly topped or overly sweet aromatic. I'm struggling in my own rating system with whether I give this a 3 or a 4. Boy, it sure leans toward a 4, but I usually only give 4s to blends that I will definitely be buying again. And therein lies the rub. It's an aromatic. I just don't know if I'm going to buy it again. My wife, however, does say that this gets a 4 out of 5 for her for room note. She likes it. Not as much as her beloved cherry blends, but she likes it. And my daughter really liked it too. She said, "Oh man, Dad, that really smells good." So 2 thumbs up from the ladies, 2 big thumbs up from the ladies. So there is that. But there are still aromatics that I like better that my wife also likes. So I doubt I'll buy it again. So there's my struggle with between the 3 and the 4 star. It is a tasty aromatic that is not cloyingly sweet and smokes pretty dry. Little word of caution. It is a little bitey, not chemical bitey, but it will. It smokes dry, but it sometimes does smoke a little hot. I get a little bit of warm mouth sensation if I push it too hard. So I'm wondering if that Cavendish is a Virginia Cavendish. It does heat up a little. But as soon as you back off, it cools right back down. So there isn't, for me at least, there hasn't been any danger of once I get the bowl hot, it stays hot. That has not been the case. Might be worth a shot for some of you guys who don't like arrows but would like to find something that has a pleasant enough room note for people around you and yet still tastes good. And this does. Little update on last week's blend of the week, the Match Carter Hall from Pipes and Cigars. I had written them an email and said, hey, I'm a Carter Hall nut. This doesn't taste anything like Carter Hall. In fact, it doesn't even taste like a codger blend at all. Is it possible y'all made a mistake? They said it was possible, and so they sent me out a free replacement, an ounce. Open the bag, smelled exactly like the first one. Smoked 2 bowls, tastes exactly like the first one. So, Pipes and Cigars, your Match Carter Hall is a swing and a miss. What I would like to do, however, in the interest of fairness, I would like somebody out there who is willing to do a video on it, whether you're currently a presenter or whether you are going to become a presenter, and knows Carter Hall really well. This is one of your favorite codger blends. You always have a tub of it on hand, that kind of thing. To contact me, because I would like to send you, I've got at least an ounce left. I've already got one person designated for half of that. I would like to send you at least half an ounce, 4 or 5 bowls worth of this Match Carter Hall, and I would like you to smoke it side by side with the real thing that you are already very well familiar with, and let us know what you think of the match. Whether I'm just missing it, it's quite possible I am. Recall, I have no sense of smell. So the whiskey and vanilla in this may just be more subtle than my nose can take. But I don't have any trouble getting the bourbon and vanilla out of the original. So there is that. So if you have not had Pipes and Cigars Match Carter Hall and would like to help me evaluate it fairly, let me know. First one to do so in the comment section. And like I said, got to be willing to do a video for me. First one to do so, we'll work out the contact information. I'll get it to you. And I will also slip you a few bowls of this Vermont meat candy. It's worth trying. If you're a fan of and very familiar with Carter Hall, this might be the kind of just barely sweet thing that you would also enjoy. So, you get a twofer. Well, folks, that does it for this week. I'm beginning to ramble, and my wife hates it when I do that, and I'm sure there are at least a few of you who do as well. So, light something you like. Might surprise you and have a name like meat candy. Enjoy your afternoon.